I got the blues, guess you know what I mean. Every morning, every night, I turn out the light. I got the blues in my blood. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wirral Blues Club podcast number 5. My name's Ian Boyle, and with me, as always, is Richmond Dutton.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Richmond. How are you this week?
I'm pretty good, thank you. Yes, excited to be here, obviously.
Well, good, because it's this is Wirral Blues Club, and we like excitement.
Well, exactly, but not too much of it.
Well,
obviously.
Talking about excitement, we've got the Hexmen coming up in a couple of weeks.
Oh, righto, that's good.
I have been putting promotion out. They are an absolutely brilliant band.
Yeah.
So talking about excitement, they are high octane.
High octane. Yeah.
And so that's exciting in itself.
Of course it is. And anything with a name with hex in it appeals to me. Yes. Being the old Anglo-Saxon, you as Ethelred himself, obviously know all about the derivation of hex. You know, meaning witch.
Oh yes. Right.
Oh yes. Yes. In Anglo-Saxon.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah, and you speak it fluently, I imagine.
Something like that.
Yes.
Right, so shorter podcast this week because we have been noticing our podcast has just been getting a little bit carried away.
Oh yes, we do get carried away.
So we're gonna definitely try. We say this every week.
We do.
Every week we say we're gonna make it shorter this week.
Short.
Because it was too long last week.
Yep.
And too long the week before, and they've all been identical lengths. Which have been about 23 minutes. Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh, well,
that's 23 minutes. I don't know what we're talking about.
No, I know. What are we talking about? Where are we?
Well, this week we're going to have our featured artist of the week.
And who is it?
Featured artist of the week. It is T-Bone Walker.
Excellent. T-Bone Walker. Do you know why he's called T-Bone? What the T is for?
Do you know what? I used to know this.
Yep, I bet you did.
But now you've asked me.
Yes, your brain has gone blank. Well, yes, his middle name was a French or Creole name, Thibaut, spelled T-H-I-B-E-A-U-X, Thibaut. And so people mispronounced it or jokingly pronounced it or nicknamed him T-Bone. T-Bone.
Oh, I see.
That's right. His actual name was Aaron Walker. Yes.
Okay.
So the Walker's okay.
Yes.
And T-Bone Walker sounds a lot better as a bluesman's name than Aaron. Do you not think?
No, I agree. I absolutely agree.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So there you are.
So I've just realised from what you just told me now that actually I had absolutely no idea.
I can't believe that, Ian.
Ever why he was called T-Bone.
A man of your calibre. Yeah, exactly. No, it's nothing to do with his favourite type of steak.
So that's what I thought, you see. I thought, there's going to be some, story that he was in a cafe or something, he was eating this, and he thought, I love T-Bone.
Absolutely, No, I think he was. I think he was more of a cornbread and peas man. Actually, Yeah. Although he came from Texas, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, which is okay. I know that's a.
Lots of people come from Texas. You can't hold that against him.
No. But I mean, blues people. I know there is a Texas blues sound. Yes. Yeah. But you don't think of Texas as naturally as a blues state, do you? I mean, we want to be further south, and less west.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there are other Texans who are blues artists.
Oh yes, there absolutely are. Yes, there's a whole genre of Texan blues. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Oh yes. Well, I better be careful what I say now.
Well, I mean, blues is everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah.
It
is. There's even we were talking Lancashire blues, isn't there?
Lancashire blues.
Yes, a hot spot of blues.
And
Wirral's becoming similar, isn't it?
Yes. Especially, because Wirral Blues Club.
Yeah, Wirral Blues Club.
We set Wirral Blues Club up because there could be one day a massive scene.
Yeah.
Right here in the Wirral.
Absolutely,
Merseyside.
The sort of Mersey D Delta area has produced many blues artists.
It has indeed. I mean, you just look at Yoo-Hoo the other week.
Yeah.
Yoo-Hoo.
Fantastic. They were so good.
Ozzie U.
Ozzie U.
An absolute British blues legend in my eyes.
Absolutely. I wholly agree with that.
Yep.
What I liked about him was, obviously, he's a great vocalist, a great player, and all the rest. But his way of engaging with the audience was second to none.
Yeah.
And that's important to me.
Yeah.
If I'm going to listen to somebody live, I want some connection there.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, I may as well just listen to it, on
to
my
a record
phone.
player or something.
Quite
right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing with September as well, because I describe Ozzie as a British blues legend.
Yep.
For Liverpool, and he is. For me, he is.
Yep.
So is George Wickstead.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So is George. George is from Liverpool.
Yeah.
He's been playing blues music in his own style.
Yes.
In his own style. It's quite difficult to categorise it. I've been trying to categorise it the entire time, and ever since I found out we were, he'd agreed to come and play at the Wirral Blues Club stage.
Yep.
And I've been trying to tell people exactly how it's definitely blues.
Yes.
And he's been around since the 70s. So he created the Hex-Men in the late 70s.
Yep.
And he's been going ever since.
Yeah.
And he's been everywhere.
Well, that's good to hear.
I was watching a video earlier. So I was watching a YouTube video earlier with George Wickstead. You never guess who he was playing with.
Go on. I can't guess, can I?
It could be anyone, couldn't it?
It could be. I mean, if I was forced, if you put me on the spot,
I'll give you a clue.
Go on.
He played guitar with Whitesnake.
Gee, now, there we go.
There's one for the quiz.
That's one for the quiz. Well, you better give the answer and see if they listen to the podcast. And then...
Yeah, okay. So, Bernie Marsden.
Bernie Marsden.
He's on a YouTube video playing him with Bernie Marsden. And it's one of my favourite videos of George playing because it's so pure. So it's so because you'll notice on the night when the Hex-Men are playing that it's quite a high octane, because that's what it is, high octane blues.
Yeah.
And he's there and he plays really good rock harmonica as much as blues. But in this video, he's playing really pure blues video.
Yes.
Just with Bernie.
Oh well, that'll be good to hear. Yeah.
So I'll play a little bit of it now, actually.
Yeah.
So what do you think of that?
I think it was marvellous.
Yeah,
it was lovely. I did. I enjoyed that greatly. Yeah.
He's a brilliant harmonica player, so really looking forward to it. As a harmonica player myself,
indeed,
I know good harmonica players.
Of course you do.
And George is definitely one of those. Anyway, back to T-Bone.
Oh, absolutely, yes. Well, now talking of people that got a good start musically in life.
Yes,
T-Bone Walker was definitely the man. Both of his parents were musicians, and his stepfather, who was called Marco Washington, taught him to play guitar, taught him ukulele, banjo, violin, mandolin, and piano. And what is more...
No harmonica then?
Sadly, no harmonica. I know.
What this way.
Rubbish, isn't it? Yeah. But what a great family friend they had in Blind Lemon Jefferson. So he used to come round for his Sunday lunch. Yeah?
Right.
So, I mean...
How do you know he used to come round for his Sunday lunch?
I just made that up. But it sounds likely, doesn't it?
Yeah, I
shouldn't have
questioned that, because that's just brilliant. That I like the idea of him coming around for Sunday lunch.
Yeah, he did. He used to come round to eat, certainly.
Yeah,
so it could have been Sunday. It could have been Sunday lunch. You never know. But what the great thing is Blind Lemon Jefferson took a great interest in the young T-Bone, and so he took him round all the blues clubs in Dallas. And got him gigs there, got him playing from a very, very early age. In fact, his first recording was in 1929. Now, he was born in 1910, so he was 19 when he made his first recording.
Oh, okay.
He was unknown, but obviously with the influence of Blind Lemon Jefferson, he managed to get in there.
See, it's like who you know, isn't it?
Of course it does. Unfortunately, it really is.
Yeah, even then.
Yeah, even then. Yeah, it's sad but true, unfortunately. His recording was with Columbia, so it's not even a minor, recording, studio. The single he produced was Wichita Falls Blues. The B-side was Trinity River Blues, and they are both great numbers.
Yeah.
I played them both on my radio program last week, and thoroughly enjoyed them. By his 20s, he was working in local clubs. He moved to Los Angeles, played as a guitarist and with an occasional singer with a jazz band, the Les Height Orchestra. So, he was flexible as well in his styles. So, by 1940, he'd started playing the electric guitar. Now, okay, nowadays we think, oh, yeah, so what? But most of the blues players then were not using electric guitars. Electric guitars were used in jazz, and obviously there were no, very, very good, individuals. You think of Django Reinhardt, for example. Fabulous. Yeah. Not a blues man, of course, but a great electric guitar player. In fact, I always used to argue with my father about this, because my father thought the electric guitar was invented with the Beatles, you see, and he thought it was awful. And I said, but Dad, your favourite guitar player is Django Reinhardt. I said, he's not playing the acoustic guitar all the time, he's playing the electric guitar, because he's playing with a big band and he wouldn't be heard otherwise, So but T-Bone Walker was the man who really brought electric guitar playing into the blues, in the 40s. He moved to Chicago, obviously a good place to be if you're a bluesman.
Yes, I'd say so.
Yep, and they were by 1947. He was performing in the second and third Jazz Cavalcade festivals, and in the late 40s he had 3 of his best known hits, and I know you like one of them, and Ethelred's Bluesman plays it, and it's called
Stormy Monday.
Stormy Monday.
Stormy Monday.
Exactly. Yeah. He also had hits with Bobby Sox Blues and West Side Baby. Again, great numbers. He was going strong in the 50s, recording steadily for Imperial Records. But his next record in the next 5 years was called T-Bone Blues, and that was by Atlantic Records. So, he was always with good recording studios, not niche ones, not minor ones. He was always top ones. So somebody recognised his talent very early on. The weird thing about T-Bone Blues itself is it's a fabulous blues number, but it actually took him, and I've no idea why, and I cannot find out, it took it 3 years to produce a recording of it. It's recorded. Well, not recorded, but it is written. It is written that it took 3 years from first take to the final pressing to get that number out, and I've got no idea why it took so long.
All right.
So there's a mystery. I don't know if you know. It won't be in the quiz, that's for sure.
No, not this time. But you never know. No. If anybody knows the answer, please comment in the comments.
Indeed.
Below if you're listening to this on YouTube.
Yeah, please do. Because I don't know and I can't find out. And it's one of his big hits, and obviously it's named after him. In 1962, he appeared at the American Folk Blues Festival along with Memphis Slim and Willie Dixon, and he released several acclaimed albums in the 60s, and one of them was called, a really famous, and it's a jazz standard, but with nowadays a rather dubious title. Yes, I Want a Little Girl. Yeah, but his version of it is brilliant. It's the sort of thing, it's like a sort of jazz ballad style of thing, and it can be a bit sort of, I don't know what's the word, it's a bit sickly sweet, you know what I mean?
Yes.
But his version of it is fabulous. I'd never heard it until a couple of weeks ago, but really, really good version. That came out in 1968, and he won a Grammy Award that year for Best Ethnic or Traditional Folk Recording for a number called Good Feeling. So he was always up there, with the best, but unfortunately, just as he was going strong in the early 70s, he had a stroke. We've heard this before with other bluesmen. I don't know whether there's any connection.
It worries me, actually, being a bluesman.
It would do, yeah. Yeah. I don't know whether many harmonica play. I don't know.
Well, I mean...
I'll look that one up. That might be in the quiz. What instrument is most likely to cause the death of a bluesman?
Well, this is it, you see. I mean, Sonny Boy, I'm not sure how old Sonny Boy was when he died, but to be honest with you, as he got older, he seemed to age quite a lot. Yeah. It's when your mojo stops working, isn't it? I'm afraid. Yes. And everything else follows suit. It's ridiculous things, that as he got older, he began to age quite a lot. But but if you see what I'm saying, excessively.
Yeah. I mean, my own father, who was almost 100 years old when he died this year, looked fabulous. He looked 30 years younger than he really was. Up to the last 6 weeks. And the last 6 weeks, he went down. Right. Now you're looking a bit peaky there.
Yes, you need to change the subject quick.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't a blues man, your dad.
No, he wasn't.
That's why he lived so long.
Exactly.
That's why he was so healthy.
That's it. Yeah.
Goodness me.
Yeah, good point.
Right.
Well, he had a stroke in 1974 and died of pneumonia at his home after a second stroke the following year, and he was only 64 years old.
Right.
So there we go. Yeah. So that's the story. Very successful. I mean, he did make money. Unusually he made money.
Yeah.
You either die in poverty or you die young if you're a bluesman. So take your pick, Ian. Take your pick.
Right. Okay. I'll think about what did your dad do for a living? 'Cause I might start that whatever he did.
When he was a ship's captain. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. That's fine.
Yeah. Oh, well, never too late.
No problem. If that's what it takes.
I think to
have a long life.
Yeah, and he did drink heavily, so there's merit in that too.
Really? There we are. Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So the secret of a long life is drink heavily and
go to sea. Yeah, I mean George Melly did both of those things. Yeah. And he lived quite a long time, didn't he? I'm not sure how old George Melly was when he died, but but I mean he sang a lot of blues.
Yeah. See, we discover a lot, don't we? On this podcast?
We do. It's the whole point, isn't it? Of it? Yeah. So there we are. That's the story of T-Bone Walker. Short and sweet.
And that's it. That's pretty much going to conclude the podcast for this week. If we're going to try and make it quicker, shorter than what we have done.
Shorter than 23 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't think we have made it shorter.
Oh, crikey. Anyway. But I've enjoyed it nevertheless. I hope you also enjoyed it. Thanks for listening to the podcast this week. Don't forget we've got the Hexmen coming up on the 1st of September, and in October we've got Dave Spate, and we've also got our extra special event coming up on the 13th, which is Geraint Watkins and the Mosquitoes.
Brilliant.
No less.
Absolutely.
No less. And again, looking forward to that one because we're absolutely so privileged to have that, because he doesn't, if you look to see where he's touring this year, he's not doing much, and so one of the I think he's playing three places outside of London or Cardiff or whatever. He usually, I think he generally just plays in London, but I know I can only find 3 places he's playing, and Wirral Blues Club is one of them.
Brilliant.
And that's
so you've got to get along.
You've got to get those tickets because I've got a feeling, although there are we've sold 40% of the tickets, and we're still quite a few months away.
Yeah, and the thing is, it accelerates, doesn't it?
It accelerates the closer you get there, and I don't want our regular listeners or our regulars Blues Club goers to miss out.
Yeah.
Because people are booking this from not just the Wirral. They're booking it from all over the UK.
Yes, that's actually a fact. That's not sales talk. That's a fact.
It's not.
Yeah, because it's not. You've got a clever map, haven't you, that shows us?
Got a clever map.
Yeah. Yes, we know where you are, and we know whether you've bought a ticket or not.
Yeah, it only gives us the general area of where people are booking from.
Yeah.
But it gives us that idea, so we know. But all over the UK, the people are coming to see Geraint. So.
It's great. I mean, all this information, it just shows the beauty of running a blues club from GCHQ.
Yes,
exactly.
Anyway, thanks for listening to our podcast, and we'll see you next week.
Goodbye.
Cheers.
Guess you know what I mean. Every morning, every night, I turn out the light. I get the blues in my blood.